Today, I'm in Joshua Tree, California, and the reason that I'm here is to show you a prefab home that has never been on the channel. I am excited today because not only is this a very cool prefab home, but this location is unbelievable as well. So let's have a look around. This is the HO4 from Honomobo. What we're looking at here is 1,280 square feet, in which they've got 3 bedrooms. They've got 2 bathrooms. They've got a utility room. They've got a beautiful kitchen, and they've got floor-to-ceiling windows on 2 walls of this living space, which are absolutely perfect for taking in these views. Shall we? Starting at the back of the home, check out this steel frame pergola that was built after the fact. It's unpainted, it's got a rustic look, and does provide a nice bit of contrast against the painted metal siding of the home. Now, as I continue down this way, we will see the short side of the home. So this side is 32 feet wide, it's 42 feet long, and that gives us the total footprint of 1,280 square feet. On these homes, you have the option of either 1 or 2 walls of windows. So as I round the corner here, you will see that they have opted for 2 entire walls of windows, and it's easy to see why. As I go this way, boom, views. As I bring it back and around, another view down this way, boom. This is actually my favorite view right up there. Now, let's get a little bit closer and talk about some of the stuff going on with this home. So if you look up here, you will see that is a Canadian harvested cedar soffit with 4 pot lights on that side and another 4 down that side. Trust me when I tell you, at night, it looks really cool. Hopefully that gust of wind isn't too unbearable on the camera, but I guess we'll find out. So as far as the floor plan goes, we've got living room, dining room, kitchen there, 2 bedrooms up front. And for anyone who hasn't heard of Honomobo, they are a builder that build with a steel frame. So that is why the steel theme is alive and well on this build. So you can see the wraparound deck is built on steel. The railings are steel. The frame of the home is steel. The exterior cladding is steel, lots of steel. And it's working well together the way they've used it. They've got it natural against painted, and I definitely like the look. I have been told that this is rattlesnake country, so I'm kind of watching where I step here because I haven't been bit yet, and I would like to keep it that way if at all possible. On the back side of the home, let's call it, this right here, that is an outdoor shower, and if you're wondering if I tried it, the answer is yes. It's got both hot and cold water. Those are my shorts hanging right there. And I'm definitely gonna sign off on the experience because it was most enjoyable. On this side, these 2 windows right here are into the main bedroom. Behind that, of course, is the ensuite, but we'll talk about that more when we get inside in about, I don't know, 16 to 17 seconds. Now you'll notice they've got the black door again for a little bit of contrast against the white. They've got the black window frames both inside and out, which look good on both. And here's a look at part of the wraparound deck. You got places to sit all around this home. It is quite nice. Let's check out the inside. Welcome inside the HO4 from Honomobo. Just before we continue with the walkthrough, I want to tell you about my favorite features inside the home. Even though this is the first HO4 on the channel, it is not the first Honomobo on the channel. And one thing that I noticed in both of the Honomobos is the connection between indoor and outdoor through these walls of windows that are made possible by this steel frame that it's built on. But it goes further than that. So with the walls of windows, you have the option for opening windows, you have the option for folding doors or sliding glass doors. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell from the shot, but what we've got here, sliding glass door number 1. Sliding glass door number 2. Sliding glass door number 3. And then over there is a 4th sliding glass door. So if you're one of those people that wants to take advantage of indoor-outdoor living, this entire space pretty much opens up and allows you to do just that. It's pretty cool. You know what else is cool? Tracking finances. Lately, I've been trying to stay on top of my finances without feeling like I need a bunch of spreadsheets, so I started using Monarch. It pulls everything into one clean dashboard so I can see accounts, spending, net worth, debt payoff, and recurring bills all in one place instead of jumping between apps. It does this by securely syncing with over 13,000 banks, credit cards, and brokerages with read-only access. What I like is having a clear view of my finances. I can set a goal like saving for a new Honomobo and have a clear view of my progress and how long it's gonna be until I'm moving in. That allows me to stay on top of my finances and adjust when necessary without having to micromanage every little purchase. I don't need constant alerts. I just check in and the progress bars keep me on track. On top of that, I can separate fixed and flexible budgeting so it works with real life instead of forcing some rigid system that isn't realistic. With Monarch's AI-powered insights, I can get feedback on what's happening with my money, like why spending changed or how my net worth moved in plain English. The game changer though is seeing progress. Watching my savings goals update makes it clear whether I'm actually moving forward or not, and that's important to know. It works beautifully on web and mobile, and if you manage money with a partner, there's a shared view so everyone stays aligned. If you want to try it, scan the QR code or use my link below to check out Monarch. Monarch is private and ad-free. You're the customer, not the product. No ads, no data selling. Hopefully that gave you a pretty good look at the living room, but one of the features that I do want to mention before moving on is this fireplace in the corner, because the shape and the color and the location off the corner there is something that I think looks very cool. So again, we've got the sliding glass door on the front, and as I pan up this way, you'll see the pot lights in the ceiling. They've got the wood accent up there. Again, something that I think looks really cool. I'm gonna take it around this way, and then we will move down from the living room past the dining room, and we're gonna check out this kitchen because I skipped over a few things on the way in. So cool light in the dining room. They've got this big island that is currently staged with 2 bar stools. I'm gonna say you could easily fit 4 and 5 if we're squishing. Heading down into the kitchen, check out the drawers we've got here, okay? So you've got a bank of 3 drawers right here. And if you're wondering, yes, they are soft close. We've got the shallowest up top, 2 pots and pans down below, wider with the same depth right here. And then we've got a bank of 2 for pots and pans right under the cooktop before getting to a similar bank of drawers that I started with. Going up a little bit, this is something that I really like. Check this out. Not every home is going to have a view of the national park right from their backsplash, but when you do, I think it is very important that your backsplash doubles as a window. Doesn't get much better than that. Above that, we've got the cabinets, so I will open one. That way you know exactly what they've got going on here. So 3 shelves in there, going to be the same all the way across. On this side, the left, we have got the fridge. Definitely room for a little taller fridge in here. Then you have got the double door there. I haven't opened this one yet, but kind of a pantry style cabinet. Perfect spot for spices, coffee, and random things that you don't really know where to put. You put them in this cabinet right here. Another bank of 3 drawers there. Let's check what they've got on the inside of the island. So another bank of 3. This is the narrowest of anything in this kitchen. They got the dishwasher there. They've got the cabinet under the sink for all cleaning supplies, stuff like that. And then a little bit wider bank on the left-hand side. They've got the garbage right there. That's just a personal touch for this specific one. You could put it under the sink. And as I come around, the last thing to talk about is right here. So we've got the wide bank of 3 drawers. This is typically where the oven is going to be, but they've opted not to have one in this specific HO4. Not sure why. It's just the way they've got it. And because of that, they have got a space that's kind of like a little bar area, if you will. So you've got some ice bucket there, some shot glasses, a few shakers, things of that nature. Above that, double door cabinet that has shelves for glasses. Let's move to the space that I skipped completely over on the way in, and that is the entrance. All right, so coming into the HO4, that's the front door, and you've got this whole space to kind of put your stuff, gather your thoughts before entering into the living space. And in here, they've got some storage, okay? So you can hang up your jacket there, you can put your shoes down below. And then this is just kind of miscellaneous items such as toilet paper and paper towel. Again, you could put whatever in there. It's probably, if it's something that's going to be lived in full time, it's probably going to be more jackets, shoes, keys, and stuff like that. But this is somewhere you can rent on a nightly basis. So they're using it for their supplies. Have a look at this, okay? From the kitchen looking out, we've got the 2 wall of windows, and it's awesome. I'll tell you, it is a very awesome feeling being inside this home with the views out every side. Not something you see every day, that is for sure. First door on the right heading down the hall is the main bathroom. So they've got the tub shower here. Okay, shower head up there. Nice and deep tub. I didn't lay down in there, but I'm just looking at it, and check out the sidewall. It's not a standard tub. It's gonna fill up, maybe even up to your neck if you're lucky. They've got the toilet in the middle, and then the vanity right here. They've got the quartz, I believe, on that, as well as the kitchen, sink on the counter, and 2 drawers below that, mirror up above, which is usually the case. Now, heading down this way, we've got 2 options, or 3 options, make that 4, to go in. That one, this one, or that one. So we'll start here. This is, I believe, bedroom 3, possibly the second biggest bedroom in the home. And you can see they've got a nice little desk space over there. They've got built-in closet there. And yes, another sliding glass door with access to the wraparound deck. How does it get better than that? This appears to be a king bed, so you can see how much room you've got on either side. But this is probably my favorite, the sliding glass door out to the deck. Let's take one look into this built-in just to see exactly what you're getting. So you've got the shelf, place to hang, and 3 shelves down below. I'm guessing this side's going to be the same. And I was right. Wow, that feels good. All right, built-in desk right here. So you've got a place for a couple chairs if you want them, and an open shelf to store right there. Let's check out bedroom 2 and see what they got going on that side. So yes, this is bedroom 2. I can tell because it is slightly smaller than bedroom 3. Bedroom 3 is the second biggest in the home. So they've got all the same stuff, just in a slightly smaller space. Desk, a little bit smaller. Closet is actually the same size, so no need to really look, we just saw it. So let's continue to the co-main event of this home, and that is the main bedroom. So right over here, you've got the 2 windows on the side. Again, a king bed. As far as storage goes, they have got, looks to me like an extra closet and a half, if you're calling each set of these a closet. I'm guessing, again, it's going to be the same, but might as well take a peek. Yeah, imagine that. There you go. So you've got one there. Another one right there. This is like a full wardrobe. Doesn't matter how much clothes you have. I'm gonna guess most people would struggle to fill all of these with their clothes, but at the same time, I don't really have a pulse on how many clothes people have, so maybe I should take that back. From here, we're moving into the ensuite. I'm gonna flip the light on here so we can see that. So you've got the walk-in shower on the corner. That's got the full tile all the way up to the ceiling. It meets up with the wood accent. They've got vinyl plank on the floor throughout. I don't think I mentioned that yet. And the ensuite also features a double vanity. So you got double sinks, you got double drawers, and one big mirror all the way across. That pretty much sums it up for the HO4 from Honomobo. Again, my favorite feature is this space I'm walking out to right here, where we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sliding glass doors with access out to the wraparound deck, and they are the perfect spot to take in these views. Before I end it, let's talk pricing. There you have it, folks, the HO4 from Honomobo, 1,280 square feet with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and the living space with floor-to-ceiling windows and that indoor-outdoor living. As far as pricing goes, this model starts at around $405,800. I hope you enjoyed the tour. That is it for me here today at Joshua Tree. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.